Hi, I'm Dr. Disha, your root cause doctor, your gynecologist, hormone expert, founder of Truhealing.com and creator of Sheeto Method. And I'm so excited to be here today sharing some of my ideas with you about women's health. So today's topic is what you forgot to ask your doctor about your polycystic ovarian syndrome. And as you know, I am all about taking personal responsibility, and your health is your responsibility, ladies. It's not your husband's responsibility or even your doctor's responsibility for that matter. There is no shortcut to learning the curriculum of your own body and learning how to live in this woman's body with health and creating health and happiness. So I've been noticing, ladies, that you all have this blueprint of healthy periods and fertility inside of you, and there is something about not knowing how to access this blueprint which is actually preventing you from living your best life and definitely creating your best health. And it's my mission, my passion, my privilege to be breaking the good news that there is a way in which you can actually reverse some of these chronic gynecological issues. I know you're out there suffering, you have got period problems, fertility issues, your energy is zapped. Women come to me with all kinds of problems. You know, they're major PMS, cramps, can't conceive, can't sleep, can't get up. Oh my God, and their lives also out of balance. And probably you are suffering, and maybe you have tried a bunch of things, but you are still feeling lost and you're not making much progress. And that is the reason I'm here today. Very excited to be here today, sharing this information with you. So at this point in time, I see three kind of mindset of women in my practice with period problems and fertility issues. So there's one group of you who just don't know that there is another option. Okay, maybe you are there hasn't been much information readily accessible to you, and maybe you are fine with this approach of taking a synthetic hormone to induce your bleeding or stop your periods, or doing a surgery, or just come back in 6 months kind of idea. And let me tell you, I'm not against drugs and surgeries. I just use it as a last resort. Before that, I love to make some holistic changes which solves the problem in most of the cases. But let me tell you, drugs and surgery can be life-saving whenever indicated. So if you are somebody who doesn't even want to know, who are happy with this idea of popping pills in order to cure some of your chronic gynecological issues like period problems, fertility issues, low energy, low libido, good luck to you. This video is not even for you. You are not even the target audience for this video, and I am not talking to you. The second group of women I see in my practice, and I used to be with this group almost a decade ago, is when the synthetic hormone option is not working for you, maybe due to side effects, or maybe it's just not in alignment with your consciousness to pop up this kind of a pill and induce your bleeding or stop your bleeding. And you have spent lakhs and lakhs of rupees trying alternative treatments. You have a cabinet full of supplements, but still you're not getting the results you want to. Your nights are spent on Google searching for answers, but the more research you do, the more confused you are. And I say this with a lot of love. There is no judgment, ladies. This was me. I was myself there in this group 10 years back. Even for group 1, there is no judgment. You know, it's your path. You get to choose your path. So this was me, and I just want to tell you that I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying this with a lot of love. The third group of women I see in my practice is my elite group of tribe, which I called True Sisterhood. These are the women who are learning the language of their periods and hormones. They know how to take care of themselves on a day-to-day basis. They are taking charge of their lives. They are literally sitting in the driving seat of their lives, creating the babies and lives they love. So it's my mission to make this third group of women, third group, as big as possible. These are the women who are actually not a victim to their hormones, but they are actually using their hormones to create their best life and their health. I believe that your health is your birthright, ladies, and it's your right to be the most vital, the most healthy, and the best version of yourself. So what's the secret you forgot to ask your doctor? You forgot to ask your doctor, "Doctor, what is the root cause of my problem? Why is my thyroid off in the first place? Why do I have cysts in my ovaries?" Okay, and if the answer is genetics, let me tell you that you are living in the era of epigenetics. Science has proven again and again that our genes are not so fixed, and the right kind of genes can be switched on and the wrong kind of genes can be switched off with the right kind of environment, nutritional factors and environmental factors. See, I'm a gynecologist and I'll be very happy if the root cause of your PCOS was in your ovaries, but unfortunately it is not. As much as I love estrogen, progesterone, ovaries, somehow, like everything else in life, here also we have to see the big picture. And the root cause of your hormone imbalance is not in the estrogen, progesterone and ovaries. It is actually in insulin, cortisol and oxytocin. And my Truhealing protocol is all about balancing your insulin, cortisol and oxytocin in a systemic sequential manner. I will explain this protocol in detail and the endocrine system in detail in the upcoming video. So today I'm going to leave you with few tips. So the first place I like to get my clients started on is balancing blood sugars or insulin management. And one of the things I notice a lot of my fabulous Bangalore IT City girls doing, which messes them up for the rest of the day, is doing caffeine empty stomach. And please don't get me wrong, I know it's a morning ritual. I love my chai as much as you do. You love your coffee maybe, I don't know. But if you could, instead of doing empty stomach, if you could make a small switch, if you could do your caffeine after your breakfast, that can do you a huge favor in terms of your blood sugar balancing and insulin management and adrenal support also. The second part of my protocol is about cortisol, balancing cortisol. So we all are facing an epidemic of this unnamed fatigue, which is kind of not given a name. Maybe it is called adrenal fatigue, and it is blamed on stress. So instead of saying stress, a vague term which we can't do much about, I want you to understand where the stress exactly happens in your body. It happens at the level of your adrenal glands, which are located on top of your kidneys. So there are many things, external stressors, which we can't do much about, okay? So I understand there is suffering in the world. There are so many external situations which are just like outside your control. You can't do much about it. But there is something called as internal stressors, which are completely in our control. And that is how you eat and live your life. So our bodies are designed to handle stress if it happens once in a while. But if the stress is happening on a chronic basis, it is the chronic stress which our bodies can't handle. So if you're facing chronic stress, it increases the cortisol production and reduces the DHEA production. Now DHEA is the mother hormone from which many of our period and fertility hormones are produced. So in order to handle chronic stress, if you just take care of your adrenal glands in a unique way, and some botanicals can help apart from stress management techniques. But one of my favorite tips is if you can just increase the intake of nuts and seeds in your diet, especially sunflower seeds, which are packed with B vitamins, it can really give your adrenal glands a boost. So I hope you got some insight into the root cause of your problem. Until we meet the next time, take very good care of yourself. See you soon. Bye.